So stress, what is stress? What are the signs and symptoms of stress? And what are the 5 stages of stress? Let's have a chat. So stress is basically as natural to us as breathing. It's your body's way of releasing hormones into our system, which increases our mental alertness, increases our heart rate, allows our muscles to have the right amount of tension to either fight or run away from whatever danger or stressful situation is in front of us. Now, when we have too much of this, when this is going on day after day and we keep releasing that hormone into our systems, we get what is called chronic stress. Now that can lead to all sorts of health problems. Now this is when your body is constantly under that kind of stressful feeling. Now the symptoms of that could be high blood pressure, heart disease, diabetes, weight loss, weight gain, depending on how your body deals with it, forgetfulness, frequent headaches, muscular tension, tiredness, maybe you're sleeping too much, maybe you're not sleeping enough. Digestive problems. People turn to use of alcohol or drugs to deal with the feeling of stress, and then that can in turn lead to anxiety and depression, a feeling of stress, worry about everything, which leads into that depressed feeling. So the first stage of stress is fight or flight. Now we talked about at the beginning of the video about how the body prepares itself to either fight what's in front of you or to run away from it. Now this reaction of the body is intended to solve the immediate danger that's in front of you and then return your body's systems to normal. But when you ignore these alarms and it's happening day after day after day, this is when the effects of stress actually come into play. So then you have your short-term memory loss, the symptoms we talked about, the high blood pressure, the increased heart rate, the feeling of constant fear, anxiety, which will then lead into depression. So the second stage of stress is damage control. So this is when the body tries to bring itself down from that stressed feeling, that stress hormone being released into the body. The body releases an anti-inflammatory hormone called cortisol into the body. It's like a fire extinguisher putting out the fire. But when the fire keeps being ignited by the stress, your body can't produce that much cortisol to actually keep putting the fire out, which is why, again, it leads into these health problems, these physical problems that come from this feeling of constant, that fire inside not being extinguished. So the third stage of stress is recovery. So hopefully when you've realized you've been running the 5,000 meter sprint and you think, oh, I need to take a step back now and slow down. And when you do that, the body needs to rest and recover, which is why it's so important to make time in your busy schedule for sleep and rest. Because the body needs that to recover, to lower that hormone, to lower and bring the body systems down to their normal working order, which can be very difficult for people, especially where people that are running their own business, have busy companies to run, and entrepreneurs. So stage 4 of stress is adaptation. Now basically this is when you've told your body, now this stress is not going away, I'm not going to rest and I'm going to keep going. And basically your body says, okay, right, let's settle into this feeling. Let's make it a familiar feeling. And it doesn't mean that's a good thing, because you then start feeling everything from low energy, low concentration, your self-esteem goes down. You may be losing weight or gaining weight depending on how your body deals with it. You're far less likely to manage your emotions. This is when you take this and then a step further, this is when people start calling you a workaholic, and you feel that every part of your life starts to crumble around you. Everything starts to shatter. So adaptation, the stage of adaptation is not always a good thing, and it's something that you should avoid at all costs. So stage number 5. So you've ignored all the 4 stages previously, and now you've reached burnout. So the burnout is when everything collapses. So it's like full-fledged depression, anxiety. You feel like your self-esteem is so low. This could lead to you being hospitalized. So it's amazing that how many people sort of praise the constant grinding of someone running a business or doing something, when all you're doing is watching someone slowly destroy themselves. So it's so important not to ignore these first 4 stages. They're not good for you. You need to get it sorted. Stress needs to be dealt with. The root cause needs to be dealt with so that we can avoid these health problems. Otherwise, all you're going to be doing is spending most of your time trying to get back to your healthy level, trying to get back to the way you used to be before you took this venture on. And if you can't complete this venture, if you're going to ignore the body signs, you're going to ignore your signals that your body is sending you, then what's the point in even starting if you know that you're not going to be able to finish? So it's so important to look after your body, look after your mental health, so that we can stay strong, focused, and achieve what we want to achieve.